Hi, it's Mrs. Pope, and today we're going to talk about adding and subtracting polynomials. Pretty simple if you just follow a couple of steps. Our goal is to combine polynomials with addition and subtraction. So, key concept. Only like terms can be added or subtracted. What I like to say here is they have the same last name. We'll look at some examples, but the last name is the variable, not the coefficient. So for instance, this would be 2x squared. We're going to call that the x squared family. Their last name is x squared. This is 5x. The last name would be x. So the first name would be 5, last name would be x. These two are not like terms because they are not the same last name. X squared is not the same as x. If it were the same, they'd be exactly the same. So keep that in mind. You can only add like terms. So we're going to add 2x squared plus 5x minus 7 and 3 plus 4x squared plus 6x. Step 1 is to write it in standard form. Remember, standard form means that it is in descending order, where the highest exponent is first. So the term that has the biggest degree is first. This one is already in descending order. So it has the squared to the first power, no power. This one we need to move around a little bit. This is actually going to be the first term because it has the highest degree. And then the x term will be the second term, and then the 3 will be the third term. So the way we're going to write those up, we have 2x squared plus 5x minus 7. We're going to add that, because it says add, to, let's put these in the correct order, positive 4x squared. Then I need to go to my 6x plus 3. Now I have everything in order, and I can combine my like terms. Negative 7 plus 3. So negative 7 plus 3 is going to be negative 4. Then we have 5x plus 6x, so we're going to have 11x. And then we're going to have 2x squared plus 4x squared. So we're going to have 6x squared. So when we add these, we end up with 6x squared plus 11x minus 4. Let's try one where we subtract. Same thing, write it in standard form. So our first term would be here, the cube, then the square, then the constant. Over here, the cube, then the square, then the constant. That one's already in order. So we'll keep this one. It says this. We're going to subtract. So subtract this minus this. So we're going to have 7p, no, hope you caught that, 4p cubed, got to write it in order, plus 7p squared minus 8. And we're going to subtract, keep your negative signs, be careful with those. The cubed, negative 2p cubed, and positive p squared, negative 3. So let's subtract these. Careful these double negatives. 4 minus negative 2 is going to be 4 plus 2, which is going to be 6p cubed. Don't change the exponents, you're just saying p cubed is the last name. So you have 4 people with that last name, and we're going to add 2 people with that last name. It's going to be 6 people with that last name. It's not going to turn to some new name, p to the 6. So then 7 minus, this is 1 if there's an imaginary 1 there, 7 minus 1 would be 6p squared. And then negative 8 minus negative 3 is going to be negative 8 plus 3, which is going to be negative 5. So when we subtract those, that's what you should end up with. I think we have 2 more examples. Example 3 and example 4. So let's add x plus 5 and 2x plus 4x squared minus 2. What you'll notice here that I wrote is that there's a missing term. There's no squared term here in this binomial. This trinomial has a squared term. So we're going to hold a place marker for that because I want to order them in descending order so that they're in standard form. So that'll be my first, that'll be my second, that'll be my third. But I don't have a first over here. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to put 0x squared, because 0 times x squared is why it's knocked out anyway, it's not there, plus x plus 5. Now when I write this underneath, 4x squared plus 2x minus 2, I have somewhere for the x squareds to go. So nothing plus 4 is just still going to be 4x squared. Add up, that'll be 3x. 5 plus negative 2, or 5 minus 2 will be 3. So just be careful when there's a missing term, plug a 0 as the coefficient for that term so that there's a placeholder for it. Here's your challenge. I want you to try this. Actually push pause, try it, and then come back and see if you got the right answer. All right, you should be back. Hopefully you paused it. Let's see what you got. Should have had 3n cubed minus n squared minus 5n, and we're subtracting 3n cubed minus 8n squared plus 0n. We don't have a regular n term. So let's go ahead and add them up or subtract them. 3 minus 3, is that right? It's gone. Was yours gone? So you should have no cubic term because that's going to be 0. Negative 1 minus negative 8. That means negative 1 plus 8, which is going to be 7n squared. Negative 5 minus nothing is still going to be negative 5n. Hopefully that's what you ended up with. And if not, come ask me when you see me next in class. Remember, you are responsible for your own learning, and thanks for watching.